The Majin Buu Saga category has actually the potential to be, after this upcoming Golden Week celebration, one of the best categories in the game. And I don't really mean that lightly. Remember, we already have, the EZAs for Vegito and Buhan. Two very strong EZAs, of course. And remember that last year, Golden Week released literally two of the best characters in the game. So the Golden Week characters, the Dual Dokkan Fest that releases for Golden Week, could end up becoming literally the two best TURs in the game. So you have two best TURs in the game, two already strong EZAs, and a bunch of potential. Like, there's a lot of buffs this category could see, starting off with this LR here. Not, the hypest LR of all time. And something else I'll mention about this is that this moment was facing Kid Buu. I really do fully expect LR Kid Buu to be arriving for part 2 of this, Golden Week celebration. So if that does happen, I think that allows this character to get an EZA pretty easily, if you were asking me, and vice versa. If we see an EZA for this character, I'm not going to say it confirms Kid Buu, but I think, it makes a lot of sense for Kid Buu to be arriving for part 2 of this celebration. So let's just assume it's LR Kid Buu, an EZA for this character, two massive EZAs, the Dokkan Fest being, top 1, top 2, top 3 in the game, with already decent, dude, this is going to be pretty hype. But of course, we have more. Another free LR EZA, which should definitely be happening, especially when you consider the fact that the Prime Battle Gohan right here, who released after this Prime Battle Babidi and Buu, already has an EZA. So if Gohan, who released after, has an EZA, I'm pretty sure this character will be getting an EZA this celebration as well. It's literally the perfect time for that. We also have EZAs potential for both of these Dual Dokkan Fest characters here. These guys were great on release. Of course, they're just not what they used to be. But these two have the potential, especially with how they've been handling EZAs recently. These guys have the potential to be very, very strong EZAs. And if you're gonna, let's say you release a Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Imagine Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku being best TUR in the game. And then you have this extremely strong EZA Vegito. And then this character gets an EZA who needs a Goku on the team. And if they buff this guy to the point where if you have a Goku on rotation or on the team or whatever, he ends up being extremely powerful. It's just another massive W on top of this guy's EZA. It's like a completely new Majin Buu Saga team we're dealing with here. And not even to include Majin Vegeta here, who of course, in my opinion, has a little bit more potential. Because the way he's built here is just better, I think, for difficult content. But that's besides the point. Two very exciting EZAs we could look forward to. Another one that we know is definitely coming is going to be the Dokkan Fest, basically the other half of the Golden Week for the Int Gotenks, or Int Gotenks. So he already has his EZA, but the other half of his character, alright, the other half of his celebration, the other Dokkan Fest among the Dual Dokkan Fest was this Buu, good Buu, whatever you want to call them. But just because this guy has an EZA, the Gotenks, makes me think that this guy will 100% get an EZA this celebration as well. So imagine all these extreme class buffs as well. So the Dual Dokkan Fest, I'm assuming, is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Buu. Whatever it is, I think we're going to get at least one extreme class character. And that allows 1, 2 extreme class here, 3 in this recent buff as well. This could be a really solid Majin Power support or Majin Buu Saga support, so I'd really appreciate that. And this guy is, he does transform into extreme, but I don't know if he would work best on an extreme class team. I guess we'd have to see how that ends up working. They really need to include this guy on Majin Power, to be honest, but that's besides the point. Let's move on. Probably the EZA that we're all really hoping for is Tech Ultimate Gohan here. I think this guy, literally all they have to do is change this from 140 to 180. And then I would say give him an additional super attack and it's literally over. Unfortunately, it's just over, dude. This guy is dumb. I'm actually scared to see this guy's EZA because I don't know. He's gonna be so OP, dude. He's gonna be so OP. And this guy was relevant for years, and he's going to be relevant for even more years moving forward. So this guy getting an EZA is going to be the icing on the cake for how OP the Majin Buu Saga category is about to be. And then of course we have some free-to-play stuff as well, like this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He has been a free-to-play character forever. I mean, he's not that that's going to change, but he has been, like this, in this state for what, almost 6-7 years now? Yeah, 7 years? Come on, bro. Come on. Give him an EZA. Please. Give him, I would say, 180% to attack and defense. Great chance of an additional 180% to attack and defense. And then Majin Buu Saga or Super Saiyan 3 or Other World Warriors or something like that support. Give him guard for first few turns, guaranteed crit, because why the frick not? And then of course we have these characters here. These guys are actually obtainable from the what's the name of the event? Battlefield. So hopefully, if we're gonna get a new Battlefield this month anyways, or I guess for the next, I just hope they actually end up increasing the amount of currency we get from Battlefield a little bit more, because these guys are not the cheapest characters of all time. And now that they're probably going to get EZAs, which even if they don't this celebration, they're going to at some point. It's going to, increase the demand for these characters. And if they don't really end up increasing the amount, but end up increasing the demand for a bunch of characters and just new characters, it's just going to end up being very messy. So a lot of potential strong hype EZAs to buff both the super class and extreme class sides of the Majin Buu Saga category. Let me know what you think. Who are you most excited to see? It's going to be a very interesting celebration. Majin Buu Saga has been pretty, well explored in terms of all of its characters. I mean, of course, we still need some specific characters here and there, but for the most part, they've really touched upon most of the characters in terms of, new releases and premium releases. So I'm not so excited for the Dual Dokkan Fest and the LR as much as I am for the potential EZAs that we can see and how broken those are going to be. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.